pick a saint. So, if you guys know what a saint is, it's somebody that's really holy. Do you know what a saint is? So it's somebody that's really holy and they like follow God, like, and they go to church a lot. So I had to pick Saint Dominic and use this person right here. And yeah, and if you know,
it's on childhood right now. I don't know if it's.
Oh, why are they sorry? Oh shoot. What's happening? I think I got it. So, this person.
There you
go. He is, well, it's Saint Dominic. He is the patron saint. So patron means like they're kind of like the father of. He's the father of like astronomy. So that means like looking at stars and planets and stuff like that. So this is just a little about his like childhood, like when he grew up. So he was born in 1170, so that was a while back, and he died at the age of 51. And if you guys know where Spain is, he was born in Spain. It's across the ocean, so it's really far away. Sorry? Have you been there? Yeah. So his family was considered pretty, like, if you guys know what nobility means, it's kind of like they were of good family and they might have had a lot of money or something like that. So his family was considered having, I guess, nobility, and his mother was very holy, so holy, like following God and going to church, and so that's what led Saint Dominic to be a saint. So my next thing is vocation, and vocation is usually like what a saint does in their life that is good, like something that they do is really holy and it's good. And so my vocation is about how he was just a really holy person and he went to church often, and he spent most of his life just loving God and doing good things for people. Like if you've ever done a good deed, so maybe you've like held the door open for somebody, or you've like gave, I don't know, maybe like after school you gave somebody home a ride. Yeah. And
like,
that's
on the, like, in Christmas, some people do a good deed train.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where you could like give, maybe so you can give somebody a present, like, or something like that. Like that's considered a good deed. So we did a lot of good deeds. So my next slide is about his memorable acts of holiness. So the best things he did in his life.
Changed.
I'm sorry. I'll just go like this. So his memorable acts of holiness are about him and how, like, a lot of people back then didn't have a lot of food, and so he would sell like all of his items. Like he would sell his shoes and his house and furniture to get money to give to the poor, so they could buy food and water and stuff like that.
Would you guys do that?
Yeah.
Sell your Shopkins and your stuffed animals just to give food to the poor? It's pretty cool of him, huh?
So that just shows how much. Yeah, it's just so much. It just shows how much he like really devoted his life. Oh, I'm just on the next slide. So, if you guys know what a symbol is, like something. So my symbol is a globe, and okay, you can pass it around. So a globe is just a big ball that has what the whole world looks on. Like, so those are just all the countries and stuff.
Right there.
Yep, right there. That's a globe. That's just colored. And so his his symbol, I guess, is the globe because he's an astronomer, and he used astronomy throughout his whole life because he was a really smart person. My next slide is, that's another symbol. So an occupation, so I have a picture you guys can see, and it's about somebody who is an astronomer, and he is looking at maps and stuff like that. So they had a couple questions about the picture that I had, and it was about like what do astronomers do, and how much money they make, and what they do during their job. And so most of the questions, or most of the answers, were about how astronomers spend most of their time inside, but sometimes, do you guys know what a telescope is? Mm-hmm. They look through telescopes and look at the planets and stuff. and so they often do that, and they make a lot of money every year, around $100,000, if you know how much that is.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so we have to do a connection to our saint, and it was just something that we thought that maybe like how we did a good deed, maybe just a connection to what we did. So when you're in 7th grade in Mr. Bream's class, and he's our homeroom teacher for religion, he lets, and literature, we get to go to a, how do I say this, like a place to, we get to go downtown in Milwaukee, and we get to go to a church, and we get to serve people, like food and stuff, so it's just kind of like benefiting the poor and things like that. And so the reason I just chose that was because St. Dominic gave a lot of his belongings away for money and stuff like that. And so I just thought he was a really cool saint to learn about, and all of the great things he did. So that is my presentation.